Welcome to part 2 of my EVOTO tutorial, and in this part we will briefly run through the various controls that you can use when you open up EVOTO. So let's start with this image. This baby is kind of frowning, not really happy with what's happening during the photo shoot. Anyways, all right. So I've shown you this preset window and I use this a lot. You have your recommended presets and you have your my presets. All right. Let me turn on the AI editing. Should be here. Oh, there you go. All right. So this is the presets window. This is the color mask window. I don't use this a lot. The history is very useful, much like in Photoshop. So for example, when I apply a preset, for example this one, so let's apply the high-end preset, and for example I changed the exposure, like this one. All right, in the history window you can simply go back. All right, you can simply go back and edit your photos and remove changes that you've made or go back in time. So that is really nice. All right, up here in the panel is your home button. Okay, so let's go back to EVOTO demonstration. If you want to add more pictures, you can click this plus button. This is the hand tool, this is the liquify tool, and the healing tool. We'll go through this liquify and healing tool on other parts of this tutorial. For now, we're just brushing through what the different windows are. This is the export button, wherein when you're done editing and you want to export your image, you have to click the export button. And this is your export list. So you see here all the list of files that I have exported before. And this is your account, your personal account. It shows you how many credits. One credit is one photo. So how many credits you still have. And if you want to buy credits, you can buy here. All right. So let's go to the side panel here where most of the things happen. So this is your main panel. It is named color adjustment. So what it does is your global adjustment, much like in Lightroom. So Lightroom users, Capture One users, such as this one, this adjustment part, you will all be familiar with the sliders over here. So what's good is you're not lost. All right, these are nothing that are very new, but basically you can have the time to edit each and everything that you want. Truth be told, when I use EVOTO, because the presets are so darn good by themselves, I rarely go deep into these options over here. I just usually use the presets and probably tweak the exposure here and there. Highlights, very rarely. Highlights will control your highlights, of course, as the name implies, the brighter parts of the image. And shadows, this one I do use a lot. If I don't have a reflector and I want to bring out details from the shadows, I do use this. The same is true with whites and black, and probably that's it. Those are the things that I would use in EVOTO in this color adjustment panel. Temperature, I adjust this in Capture One because Capture One does perfectly with my white balance in a Fujifilm. All right, a very cool feature over here. So let's go back and reset. You can reset all the changes. Okay, so reset all effects so that it goes to the original, or just simply go back here from your history window. A very cool addition to this latest version of EVOTO are AI color looks, and they are very nice. Okay, so one tip that I will give you for this sliders over here, as in Photoshop as well, when you do adjustments, it's always best to start slow. So start from anywhere between 20 to 40%, and you can see that it applies a very neutral enhancement on your photos. The same is true as when you do vivid. At 100% doesn't look that nice, but pull it down to about 30%, so colors become more vivid. And there are a lot of other options here that you can play around with. Okay, such as this warm and cozy, so it gives you a little bit of warmish vibe. So you can try to play around with this, and yeah, there, if you have changes, you can simply reset it. There's this circular restore effect button over there, and if you don't want to apply those changes, again, you see this button from time to time. It's simply resetting those changes, and that's really nice. So aside from the history panel, you can reset this panel. Okay, so that is the first option here on your left side of the frame. The next one is your portrait retouching. And here you can do a lot, from blemish removal. This is probably my favorite part of the panel in EVOTO. The blemish removal, the skin retouching, wherein you can remove dodges, you can remove blotchiness, you can even out the skin tone, you can add complexion and color. For example, this one, so you want it to be more creamy, and look at that, the face became more creamy. Okay. And what else? You can also reshape the face. That is so nice. You can reshape the eyes, the lips, the width of the face, and all are in sliders, which are very easy to understand. This is one of my favorite. You can make your subject smile with the facial expression. There's a teeth touch up. If you're taking pictures of adults, you can also remove their stray hairs, which is really nice. You won't see it here. You can also adjust the hairline. That is so cool. You want to make the hairline go down a little bit. You can also adjust the cranial top. So if the head is so big, you can turn it down a little bit more. This is very cool. Look at the hair gaps. There you go. So it fixes those hair gaps over there. See that? This part here. Look at here. Look at that pointer. There you go. It's really nice, huh? And again, if you want to remove the changes, just click on this reset button over here and it resets everything. So this is my favorite panel of EVOTO. Down here is your background adjustment. Okay, so if you have a solid background, you can clean it over here. You can remove banding automatically. And there are also background enhancements that you can use. As you see here, it kinda makes your background a little bit more vibrant. So these are all useful. The next one here, I don't use it a lot. It's for clothes and accessories. It has a very cool function of de-wrinkling your clothes, but this works much more if you're taking photos of adults wearing t-shirts with wrinkles, all right? And of course, this one is your crop tool. So you can crop your images in EVOTO. Very nice, okay? So let me check that. All right. So as you can see, in a matter of like 5 or 10 minutes, I was able to run you down of almost all the basic controls that you get here in EVOTO. And that's how easy it is to use EVOTO. On the part 3 of this workshop, we will discuss about liquefying and about the clone stamp and the healing brush tool. And thank you for watching. I hope to see you on part 3.